Hi guys, today we'll take a look at the top 3 Fidelity index funds that you should buy for high growth. The number 1 index fund on our today's list is called Fidelity Nasdaq Composite Index Fund No Load. It has a ticker symbol of FNCMX. It is currently trading at $142. Looking at the chart for the year of 2022, this fund has dropped by 28% due to the market condition. But if we look at the 10-year growth, it is amazing. This fund has generated 271% growth in the last 10 years, including this year's huge drop. The fund can be considered as a large growth category fund. The net assets are worth $10.2 billion. It has an expense ratio of 0.29%. Now let's take a look at the top sectors and companies this fund has invested in. As expected of a high growth index fund, FNCMX has invested heavily in the tech sector. Technology sector has a 42.3% weightage. This is followed by consumer and communication sector. In the top holdings, Apple has taken the first spot with almost 13% weightage in the portfolio. Then we have Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Google, Meta. The total weightage these 10 companies hold in the portfolio is close to 47%, which means that half of the assets are invested in these 10 companies. And we can see that these companies are all big giants with high returns. This fund has a total of 3,514 holdings, which is almost all the shares in the US stock market. The fund does not pay any dividend. Let's go to the Fidelity website and check this index fund's performance. The 10 years average annual return is 15%, while the 5-year average annual return is 11.2%. Here we can see a graph that depicts how much $10K invested in this fund 10 years ago will be worth now. So $10K invested 10 years ago would be now worth $40K. So 4 times increase in 10 years. Also, it has a Morningstar rating of 4 out of 5. It has high returns, low expenses and medium risk. The second index fund that we'll discuss today is Fidelity 500 Index Fund. It has a ticker symbol of FXAIX. It is currently trading at $137.5. Looking at the chart here, this fund is down by 17.3% for the year of 2022. But the 10-year returns are at 184%. This fund has net assets worth of $353 billion, which is a huge amount. It has an expense ratio of 0.02%. It means that for every $1,000 invested, you will have to pay 2 cents as fees. It is that low. It does pay quarterly dividends, but they are low. The annual dividend yield is 1.6%. Now let's take a look at the top sectors and holdings. This fund is much more diversified as compared to the previous one. The tech sector is still the top sector, but the weightage is only 23%. Then we have healthcare, financial and consumer sectors which have a high weightage. Other sectors are also having a sizable percent. The top 10 holdings only amount to 27% of the total portfolio. We have Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Google, Berkshire, United Health Group, Johnson & Johnson and Exxon. This fund invests in a total of 507 companies and bonds. Let's go to the Fidelity website to check this fund's past performance. The 10-year average annual growth of this fund is 12.77% and the 5-year average annual growth is 10.43%. $10,000 invested in this fund 10 years ago would have been close to $35K now. The Morningstar rating is 4. Returns are high, expense ratio is very low and the risk is neither high nor low. The third index fund on today's list is called Fidelity Total Market Index Fund No Load. It has a ticker symbol of FSKAX. It is currently trading at a price of $111. This fund has dropped by almost 17% in 2022. But if we take a look at the 10-year return, it has achieved a good score of 180%. This index fund has net assets of $64 billion. The expense ratio is a measly 0.02%. Let's take a look at the holdings and top sectors. This fund is diversified in lots of different sectors. The top is technology with 23.4% weightage. This is followed by healthcare, financials and consumer sectors. Looking at the top holdings, Apple is still the top stock with 5.8% weightage. The top 10 companies are exactly same as that of the previous index fund. This fund has a total of 4,027 holdings and that's why it is called as a total market index fund. The top 10 holdings amount to only 23.3%. Let's take a look at the past performance of this fund. This fund has 10-year average annual growth rate of 12.3% and a 5-year average annual growth rate of 9.7%. The chart showcases that $10K invested in this fund 10 years ago would have been $32K by now. It has a Morningstar rating of 3, which is lower than the previous 2 index funds. It has average returns and a low expense ratio. These were the top 3 Fidelity Index funds that have high growth in the past 10 years. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Do like and subscribe to show your support. We'll keep making more videos on earning, saving and investing money. One stop to all your money problems. See you in the next video.